So are you one of those people who loves Excel but hates Google Sheets because there's too much different between the two? Or are you somebody who loves Google Sheets but wish they'd add a few new features to it and make it a little bit more user friendly? Today we're going to talk about a new update to Google Sheets that's going to probably satisfy both of those kinds of people. Welcome back to Mr. Lee Teaches YouTube channel. Today we're going to have a quick tip for you, not one of my usual 10-minute videos, probably just a 3-minute video, on a new addition they've added to Google Sheets. It's completely awesome, and that's the nerd tech geeky in me saying that. It's a very minor little update that they've done to it, but for me, it's one of the really, really cool things about Google, how they make things just work really well based on user feedback. So without further ado, I opened up a timesheet for my work, and if you were to go to print this, because they created it in Excel originally, if you go to print it, well, it prints out really small. So let me see if I can mess with this. Nope, it cuts off part of it. If I go to normal scale, let's see, let's fit to page. Let's see if that does anything. Oh, fit to page makes it really, really, really tiny. For whatever reason, I think it's because there's more spaces below and to the right than what we can actually see. It's not being used. So I'm really not. So fit to height, it doesn't do anything. Fit to width, it does that. Um, so I'm not going to be able to print this very easily, especially portrait. Wow. So what can I do? Well, I can go in and delete out rows below and delete out columns to the right and try to manipulate it, or I can use the new update. So let's cancel out of this, and then we want to just print the timesheet cells. So we'll highlight all of those, just click and drag, and then we're going to go to print, and then we're going to go from current sheet to selected cells. And we're going to fit that to page, and voila, it's a perfectly fitted, perfectly formatted, ready to print timesheet. So I just love that I can quickly, 2 clicks, boom, not have to worry about deleting out and making sure that things fit right. I can now, select and print, and we're good. Another thing that you could use that for, and I thought, well, how many timesheets am I going to really print? A useful thing, I have a forum set up, and I'll link to my video on Google Forms in the comments below. But I use it for referrals. So at all the schools I've worked at, I create a Google form, and based on the information the teachers enter into that, it goes to the correct administrator using a mail merge extension, and it works out really well. But you end up with this big spreadsheet full of referrals, and it also makes a PDF copy that it emails an actual referral form looking official document. But you always have the spreadsheet to fall back on. And so if you want to data mine your spreadsheets, I can see the instructor's name, grade level, date, and the location. So if I want to see if there's a hot spot in my school of where referrals are coming from, I can highlight those and go in here and print and go from current sheet to selected cells and turn that into portrait. And now I have a really nice printout of where all of my referrals are coming from. And it looks like most of them are in the cafeteria or the classroom. This is just a snippet of referrals from summer school. So it's meaningless data. But you can see the point. I can just select out the pieces of a spreadsheet that I want to print and look at. Or if I needed to take some stuff with me, to a parent conference, that won't be a problem either. I can just highlight what I need and then print it off and take it with me instead of having to print an entire spreadsheet. And so, if somebody's student has been referred 3 times, I can just sort the spreadsheet by that student's name, find them, highlight the cells I need to take with me, and then just print those off. And that way the parents have a copy, the administrator has a copy, and I have a copy, that kind of thing. Anyway, that's it. Real short and sweet. It's simply print selected cells. They've added that to Google Sheets, and I love it. And I hope you do too. Remember, spreadsheets will set you free. If you learn how to use them, they will save you so much time and effort.